What's going on, guys? It's Jeb. Really quick, I just want to thank you guys for all the love on the latest video. Yesterday's video got like nearly 50,000 likes, so thank you for that. Today is something a little bit different, yet familiar. As you can see here, these menus are looking a little... That doesn't say Battle Royale. We're here in Modern Warfare 2019's multiplayer. Probably a lot of you guys probably found me through Modern Warfare 2019. Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare multiplayer in general, this game's engine, the multiplayer experience on this game was arguably one of, if not the worst multiplayer experience I had ever had as a long-time Call of Duty multiplayer veteran, or whatever the fuck you want to call me, is corny shit. Hated all of the design changes and philosophies that they had on this game. I know a whole lot of people enjoy it, and design-wise, there was always a core difference between Sledgehammer games, Treyarch games, and Infinity Ward games. And Infinity Ward games did always tend to have weapons and games where time to kill was very, very fast, which in relationship to what I did, montages were a lot easier to make on games where they had these kinds of things. So long as you were in the right place, right time, you could kill an entire team. That's what Infinity Ward type of games have always felt like. You could do the same thing back on Modern Warfare 2. This game did something similar, but the issue is that the flow of the game, the maps, and the way that they initially wanted the radar to work on this game, multiplayer-wise, it still does not work the way that a classic multiplayer UAV should be working. Go on the Cold War to see how a UAV is truly supposed to work, and notice how people play that game much different. Fast forward some time after experiencing Cold War, whatever that was, with Warzone completely dominating everything, basically. Everything at this point feels like it's all a service to Warzone, and the surprising thing is, I thought that this game was done. I thought that I likely would not be back to this multiplayer unless it was maybe for shits and gigs, because I genuinely feel uncomfortable knowing that I'm going to be playing this multiplayer. I feel something within myself when I think of Modern Warfare multiplayer, and it's not good feelings. It feels like slight anxiety, a lot of anger. It's like trying to keep a straight face watching somebody vomit. You can do it, but it's difficult to just act like nothing just happened. They updated this game. That's a surprise. They actually updated the game and ended up actually adding 2 new maps, and there was actually a specific store bundle that was a Rainbow Unicorn bundle that came with these 2 weapons right here. An Odin named Majestic and an M13 named Splendor. They both have rainbow tracer rounds, and they came with this, it's like anime rainbow whatever. Now, since they were Modern Warfare only things, which we're not used to getting, we usually just get a bunch of Cold War stuff, I figured, hey, why not just use it in multiplayer? Now, obviously, the setups on those things are not good. They're really not. And I don't really care about this airbase map. And they also added the other map that they added accidentally before. These 2 maps were in the game for a small period of time, and then they removed them again. The other one is called Drainage. That's what it's called. It's a 2v2 or 3v3 map, though. So these builds here, they're not the most optimal builds for, you know, multiplayer or whatever. But just for the sake of, you know, kind of keeping it, you know, looking like a full-blown rainbow gun. Oh yeah, by the way, this monitor right here, it's done. Last night I got frustrated and straight up spiked this straight into the screen, and it made this terrifying noise when it hit it too. Like, it wasn't just the sound of an impact, it literally sounded like something exploded. I threw this at it, and the sides of this SteelSeries mouse blew off the side, so maybe that's what the noise was. I don't know. I don't even know this map. I have no idea what the layout is. But yeah, this is the Odin. I don't use the Odin very often, but it's super pretty. Obviously, you got all these like design opportunities with the colossal suppressor and everything as well. You can do really unique things with it. This is the M13 as well. The M13's clean. It really is. I'm not a huge fan of them. I think the gun feels great, but it falls into that whole ACR category for me where, yeah, it feels great, but that accuracy doesn't really matter if I'm not gonna win. That's disgusting how you can camp on literally brand new maps. I swear it's just a talent to find these little rat positions. It's just so natural for them, you know? It's crazy that more and more people... honestly, the way that these games are, the way that Warzone is, and the way that this shit has been influencing everybody, I wouldn't be surprised if people start being born with rat-like features. He was terrified of me. Yeah, you ain't gonna push that, you know. I enjoy that respect. That right there was enough. That basically counted as a kill for me in my mind. That fed my ego so well that thank you so much. Just straight up cower like that. That's the shit right there where people stun people and then are confused as to how they get killed by people that are stun grenaded. I literally jumped in front of him. I mean, no shit, he shot me. I don't know how much I like this map. I don't know. It's because I don't know the map, I guess, but I don't know. This multiplayer is just leaving such a gross taste in my mouth. The way that people play it, and it just... It's not a true multiplayer. Modern Warfare multiplayer fucked me up so bad mentally that literally I have not been able to like the game the same that I used to. It's actually like, so I regret it so much. I know that I got a bunch of people that ended up subscribing to me, Obsidian thing, or more so are not so much impressed with skill, it's just impressed by commitment, depression. I don't know. Right, can I just go back to shipment? I mean, obviously the maps are not good on this game. It's not, I'm not gonna call the map bad. I don't know. I don't have enough time to sit there and look over it, but just the way that this multiplayer is played and the way that people are allowed to hide on a map that just, it makes no sense how the radar just was never fixed over all that period of time. It's insane. If you guys didn't know, the original idea that they had for this game was literally no radar at all. Their idea for this game was that we weren't going to use a radar, we were going to use the compass at the top and the compass only. Honestly, it feels kind of nice to come back, you know? It's nice to... That felt like it was the right thing to say as I started saying it, and with each and every single syllable, I could tell I was lying to myself. The main reason why I'm doing this is just because I haven't done a Modern Warfare multiplayer video in a long time. It's different from Cold War. If you don't have Damascus by now, my dude, I don't know what to tell you. I told people shit when it was brand goddamn new that it wasn't worth it. That Damascus experience, unlocking that shit, was one of the worst experiences I ever had on the game, not to mention the whole Obsidian thing. I don't blame the game for the whole Obsidian thing, that's just my fault. But the challenges that they had set up for the camos on this game specifically made you play in a way that was just completely counterproductive to the entirety of the game. It just made you play like a complete scumbag. It taught you to play this way. It was expected of you to play like this. They wanted you to mount up. They wanted you to have zero recoil. They wanted you to sit there and camp and hold positions. That's the game's design. They knew that this style of gameplay would allow for worse players to be able to pick up easier kills, which is what Modern Warfare 2 had, just not this way. They had the classic feel just with a fast TTK. Now this time around they had a fast TTK just without the classic feel. And the result is this. I just wish people knew what a proper multiplayer felt like for this. Man, if this game was just, if it was like a Treyarch design, maps and all, but they left the sniper rifles alone, it would be so beautiful. In a perfect world, that's what one of those games looked like. I mean, oh shit, someone's there! Spray at the corner! I hope he runs into it. I can't, man. It just, it's the fact that it works so often for that guy that he just truly sees this as like a skillful thing to do. It's just so ugly, the sprays, man. Literally not moving. They're just sitting there. They're not moving. I haven't seen a singular player actually try to even attempt to cross this barrier. Look how willing they are to move around here. Oh, look at that rainbow. That was cute. Oh, now we leave the game? Why? It's just inhuman gameplay, man. All of a sudden, I'm back in 2019 again. I'm back in the darkness. I'm back in the sludge. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. I actually don't know why I did this. Oh, God. It's just, it's fucked my day up now. Really could have gone without doing this to myself today. Holy shit. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 recently. Yeah, I'm gonna go play that.